I guess I could play that. So Saipan is actually a very hard CV to play. I literally call it CV on hard mode. The reason for that is because you're going to have situations where you are not going to be able to sustain through like any kind of consistent campaign or consistent fight. It's just not going to happen. So because of that, you have to be very, very, very stingy with your resources. You only have 11 of each type of plane on deck, and that's with flight deck mod, or flight control mod 1. And in general, it takes you 2 minutes to regen per plane, which sucks. It's very bad. So you have to be extremely careful with your resources, which usually means a lot of pre-dropping, unless you're in a situation where you're top tier and you feel extremely comfortable in your ability to strike something twice. No, Jaka, the Indomitable is an extremely different CV that is like no other CV in the game. So the Saipan is not at all like the Indomitable because nothing is like the Indomitable. It's specifically designed around a mechanic other CVs do not use. So 3 torp boats. And we are up tiered, so we need to be careful about our
General quarters.
we need to be careful. We are against a Pobieda, so they could attempt a CV snipe if they wanted to go, if they wanted to. In all your Saipan games, you've only had top game once. You just have to be very, very conscious of the resources you're using. For instance, we could have already pre-dropped to go down to 4 planes because it's very unlikely that we get to drop twice. Maybe if we shoot the Zara, which is a tier 7, or maybe if we take shots at a DD, we might get 2 shots. But realistically, this is not the CV to try and strike twice with. Yeah. We might not have led enough there. I'm gonna go with torps for the Alaska. Yeah, we didn't lead enough. I think I actually shot behind him. And you can see we lost all of those planes. All 4 of them, all of them are dead. We don't have a lot of health. We don't have a lot of resources. So in terms of rocket planes, we just lost 8 minutes worth of regen. As an easy way to just kind of like keep track of it. It's 2 minutes per plane. So we'll get all those planes back 8 minutes from now. Which is rough. Not something you want to deal with. Talin's probably on this island. Do we have a line for this Alaska? Gonna drop a fighter for spotting again. We do have a heal though, so I think... we can try to make something happen with this. I think we dropped too close, so we might only get 1 to 2 torps because the others may not actually arm, and all these planes are dead? No. One of them got out. We can try to work on the Z-44, but the Alaska being there is an issue. However, he did just repair the flood, so I'm actually going to pre-drop and try to strike the Alaska and see if we can get another fire.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Because right now, hardened up positions are tough. They're tough to deal with. I'm going to drop a fighter as we're coming across so I know where the Alaska is. So that I can line up my shot.
Fighter airborne.
Because otherwise, we get to wait until he renders, which is no fun. Hopefully we get a fire. We got double fire, so that's going to stick. Working on the Alaska is pretty important. Z-44 is almost down. We can actually light that and then come in and strike the Alaska. So we'll go ahead and pre-drop again.
Destination reached.
Really nice if got a reset. But that didn't happen.
Fighter airborne.
I'm not going to waste Tiny Tims on a... I have no idea if that works out for us. It should still be burning. Maybe that's already done. Okay, set another fire. Did we lose all those planes? Yes. So we're halfway through of our resources already, which is rough. Tallinn is unspotted. Bismarck is unspotted. We have literally nothing wide to be able to deal with any of this, which is not cool.
Fighter airborne.
We have no gun pressure at all. Did we lose all of these planes without even being able to drop? Shit. At least they hit. Is that one dead too? That got out. We needed a battleship over here to shoot shells and stuff.
Fighter destroyed.
Alright, we could try to strike the Nagato. We don't have a heal back up yet. So we might actually not want to do that. Especially because there's an Akazuki there, and the Akazuki's AA is not bad. If the Alaska turns harder to go to that island, then we have a shot.
Fighter airborne.
Sadly, we don't have a shot. Let's pop the heal here, because losing planes is not good.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Can somebody with guns actually go over here? Please? I can't push the fighter up further because then it'll just get shot down. And these guys are gonna go wide, I think, so... Let me pre-drop this. I'll go down to 3 planes. I might not actually get a full shot on the Alaska.
Fighter airborne.
Our heal is still down. We haven't been able to do really anything. Harassed in Alaska a lot. That's basically all we've done. Okay.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
So the Bismarck pushing is interesting because the Bismarck does not have great AA. We could make plays on there, especially because they're in a situation where nobody else can shoot them. Could also try to work on the Nagato, which is going to have an Akazuki on top of it. Maybe we need to spot... Oh.
All forces, capture that area. All stations, requesting fire on the designated target.
Let's just get out before we lose planes for free.
Fighter airborne.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Ooh, that kills. Well, those two probably hit.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
Bombs for the Akazuki. We didn't go after the Bismarck, but we did deal with something that was high priority. Hopefully he goes down. Good, he does. Can't work on the Tallinn. He's got too much AA for us. It's just going to shred the planes. We have to work on the Bismarck. Speaking of, we also need to move away because the Bismarck may be pushing through soon. Nope, actually we don't. So that's cool. I could move up and take a position off this island because there's so much space. Oh, well, no, he is gonna push down. Pobieda's gonna work on the Massachusetts, but we're gonna work on the Bismarck, so it'll be okay. We lost one plane. Half of a plane. We're about to lose the rest of it. So that's 2 planes for a simple strike on the Bismarck. We don't get another shot. We can torp this, especially because we have the heal, though. The Tallinn moving up is a problem.
Autopilot mode enabled.
What is the purpose of the pre-drop? I have a video that explains that, but basically, every time you're putting planes on a target, you're putting planes in harm's way. They could get shot, they could be hit by flak. So, recognizing how much you need to breach through the air defenses to be able to make the strike, you just take that much. You don't take more. You don't take more assets than you need to risk. Because as much as people say, like, planes are infinite or whatever, they're not. You do run out, especially on the Saipan. He's turning to avoid the torps, so he's going to be coming in on this area. We have to drop sooner than later, because I don't even know if we get to drop with 2 planes. We do, although one of those is definitely dead. Bismarck is dead. He's got 2 little health. He hits at least 3.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Our team has taken the lead.
You could try to drop a fighter on the path that the Pobeda is taking. But I don't have any fighters, so that ain't going to be a thing. Also, it's too close to the Tallinn. I do like how he's using island cover here to deny CV shots, although maybe he's not quite committed to that. Pop the engine boost, and we'll see if we can get 2 strikes here. I don't know if we can. But we're gonna let this entire animation roll out because we need to get our remaining planes to the other side so that we can move in for return strike. Because we need like 4 kilometers worth of wind-up time to be able to strike. Something like that, I guess. I don't know. Z might go after the Pobeda. These guys are crossed, which means they're probably dead, so I can start moving up here.
Mode enabled.
Mass might go down to the Tallinn. And the EU store, the CV is expensive as the Kaga. Yeah, they're both tier 8.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Zia's torps out for the Pobeda.
Fire on the enemy warship.
Massachusetts, not dead yet. You don't have any fighters at all, except on bombs. I'm not going to pre-drop because we need to have at least something to go through AA. How many torps hit? Let's try to start boosting now. He hits at least 3? Ooh. Well, he's just kind of dead off that alone. Whatever. Dead to them, dead to me. You're dead, so... Let's go over and see what we can do on this other area. Hello, Lancer.
Blown up.
I hope you're doing well. I haven't gotten a chance to talk to you in a while. Nice Kraken. Well, I'm glad it happened. I was just playing the match. So hopefully that gives you at least like a working understanding of what you should expect in the Saipan. There's a lot of pre-drop, and there's a lot of decision making in how can I do something without losing all the planes in the world, because losing all the planes in the world is going to be a problem.